Hey there guys, Mayo Bass here, Paradigm Coaching and X Factor Creator. Listen, the topic I want to talk about today, guys, it's about why, and I like to call this the why check. Now, this is something that I think is very important, especially if you're starting out, and even if you've already been in the mix of, doing your business for a while, and you have been declaring a certain why in particular. Now, what I want to talk about this why and this why check is extremely important because your why is one of the most important aspects to your psyche, is to your mental game. So if you don't have this properly aligned, okay, with every single thing that you're doing, it should be aligned with your actions. It should be aligned with your activities. And you have to be careful about how you define this why. Now, many of you are going out there and you're saying that your why is something that it's really not. Now, maybe you're doing this because you might think it's politically correct. Maybe you're doing this because you think that this just might actually, be doing something for you and making you feel better as a person when you tell someone, for instance, that your why is because of your kids, or your why is because you want your mom to be proud, or your why is because you want your family to be elevated to another level financially, because you want your family to see something that they never saw before in the riches in you, because you want your family to be proud of you. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you right now that saying all those things, it sounds good. It sounds like that's the right thing to say. It's the right reason to be motivated. But at the end of the day, it falls short and it falls on deaf ears. And the deaf ears I'm really talking about is even your own ears if it's not true. It needs to be true. Whatever your why is, it needs to be true. There's been several people that I've talked to who said that their why and their reason for doing what they're doing is because of their kids. And that's usually the classic reason that I hear, is it's because of my kids. I want my kids to have more. Yet these are the same people, guys, the same people. Well, as soon as it gets just a little bit rough, as soon as it requires them to do more than they've ever done before, or something different than they've done before, they don't want to do it. As soon as it starts to challenge their comfort zones, they don't do it. See, this is important because not only, does it affect what you do and the level of effectiveness that you're going to have in your business, but it also affects your credibility and the folks that are supposed to be following you. They're paying attention. They may never say anything to you. They may never tell you, how they actually feel about the fact that you're not really leading them. They don't see the fire in you. They don't see the passion in you. They may never tell you that. They're probably not. But what you're telling them subconsciously is that, my why is nowhere near as strong as all the stuff I was talking about, my kids, all the stuff I was saying, it's important, but it ain't so important that I won't get up an hour early to make my business happen. It ain't so important that I won't let that passion exude because I'm really, really prepared to succeed because my kid really honestly needs to have a better life than I had. See, this is the thing, I've talked about this in my previous video from before, where it's like there is no such thing, as receiving extraordinary results with ordinary efforts. It doesn't work. And you're not serving anyone, not even yourself. So you want to be in a non-adversarial relationship with yourself about what your why is. Because if you do not do this, you're doing a disservice to yourself. So how do you know? When it's the right type of why? How do you know when the why is the why that you really need? Nobody has to know what your why is. Nobody. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell your wife. You don't have to tell your kids, or you don't have to tell your husband. You don't have to tell your best friend. You just need to make sure that whatever your why is, that it is connected with you and your fire and your soul, your gut, that it propels you. So this is how you know if it's the right why, if your why is enough. Someone said once, if your why doesn't make you cry, then your why is not enough. You need to find and redefine the why that you have. You may be into your business by, say, 3 to 4 months right now. And honestly, if you are not so driven and so propelled to wake yourself up in the morning, to no one has to actually come and chase you to get you to a meeting. Now, I'm not really big on meetings, but if a meeting is what you need to stay energized, then by all means, you do whatever it takes to get there. Okay, or if reading or taking some type of classes, okay, getting coaching, whether or not it's with me or someone else, you need to do whatever you need to do to fuel yourself. Now, I know that sometimes people around you, they can kind of suck your energy and really take away from what you're trying to do. But let me tell you something: when your why is strong enough, there is no one on the face of this planet that can destroy your passion and your drive. But you have to be connected to the right why. Okay, you have to be connected. The trajectory that you want to be on in terms of success is directly connected to why you're actually in pursuit of it. The reason why this is so important, guys, is because if it's not strong enough, if your why is not strong enough, then your why not will always prevail, hands down. So I want to be really clear about this, and maybe I missed it a few seconds ago, but listen, you'll know it's the right why when no one has to chase after you, when no one has to ask you if you've done whatever activity that you're supposed to do, if no one has to push you, if no one has to motivate you. If when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you can think of is how you're going to get ahead, how you're going to advance yourself to the next level, how you're going to actually keep yourself uncomfortable. Guys, that's actually one of the greatest secrets to being successful, is keeping yourself uncomfortable, stepping outside of your comfort zones. Many of you will not ever exceed past talking to your warm markets. Many of you will always play it safe. Many of you will never walk into a business. Many of you will never walk up to people that you've never known before. Okay, it'll always have to be a warm market for you. And I'm telling you right now, it's really simple. How many people do you know, and how many people do you not know? Where do you think the greater number is of prospects? Your why will propel you through all of the fear if you have that. If you have fear of stepping into a cold market, your why will push you there. And if your why is not pushing you there, then you need to get another why. Folks, I'm here because I want to see you succeed. I'm saying these things because I know what it's going to take. There's so many levels, of course, in the building, as I like to say, so many levels. But your why is really what's going to drive you out of that window to fall and hit the ground. It's going to make you get up, and your why is going to send you back in that building and go back up to the next level and do the whole thing over again. But if your why is not strong enough, guys, the cause will die. Because it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before the auto ship is a little bit too much this month. It's just a matter of time before the job begins to ask more of you. It's just a matter of time before your wife or your husband begin to start getting impatient for your success. It's just a matter of time before the many people who've been telling you, look, you need to go ahead and put that business down and get you another job, or whatever it is that you're hearing. It's just a matter of time that if your why is not strong enough, your why not prevail. So it is time to do a why check. Nobody has to know but you. And this is between you and you. Okay? Your why might be because, hey, you want to get back. They say that success is the sweetest revenge. If that's your why and that's stronger than how you feel about your kids, then, hey, whatever, that's your why. But whatever it is, guys, if you're going to do this, if you're going to be in this business, like any other business or any other feat, honestly, in life, and when you're trying to attain some type of success, you have to have a strong why. And this is why. And this is your why check right now. And if you're in alignment, then you keep on strengthening that why. So I leave you now. My name is Mayo Best, Paradigm Coaching, creator of the X Factor. Look forward to seeing and working with you soon. Take care. God bless.